Welcome back to the Scotland 9-hole Cup Expert Division weekend round hole number 5. Here we're going to be setting up for a Thorn bounce up shot. Um, we're using a P3 side spin 1 plus wind 4 ball. With that being said, you can use a King Maker on this shot. However, all the testing that has been done with a King Slayer and a Wind 4 ball. So if you're going to use a Wind 3 ball for this one, I recommend at least 1 or 2 practices to make sure that you get the same results. The only thing I would assume that may possibly be needed would be you might need to play a little bit of an offset in higher winds on the approach, because it's going to be a headwind, slight right to left headwind, and so an increased wind speed is most likely going to push the ball further to the left on your approach shot and may require a minor offset to the right, depending on how you pull it, and of course depending on where your ball rolls out to and what kind of wind angle you're getting. But for the drive, we're going to set up. You can play this with APOC 4 plus, Thorn 8 plus. We're setting up top of the plus 10. All right, so APOC 4, you'll be clearing, touching the right rough at the top of the plus 16. APOC 5 and 6, you'll have 2/3 of your white ring into the right rough at the top of the plus 10. APOC 7 is 1/3 of the white ring in the right rough at the top of the 10. And APOC 8 will be white ring touching the right rough at the top of the plus 10. We're using 6 topspin only. We're pulling this one with a slight 1201 flicker. We're playing circle drop overpower, no curl, hit perfect, P3 plus 10% max. We're looking for 360 plus on the drive. For the approach shot, we're going to play that one P3 plus 15% at slider. We're going to be counting rings for men, 1% per ring for men. We're using no spin, and we're going to count rings for men until the ball guide is just touching the back center of the cup. So find your men, no spin, push up, count rings, and the ball guide, tip of the ball guide hits the back of the cup. Slide it over until your center cup. Right there, I am 13 rings for men. We play at 13 slider. For this approach, you're going to want to pull it as straight as you can. I'm not trying to favor any one side or the other. And that's how I see it. What I can tell you is, if you're pulling a little bit more 1201, it's going to come in more right. And if you're pulling a little bit more 59, it's going to come in more left. So if you practice this at least once to check how the approach is coming into the hole for you, if you find that you're coming in left side, I wouldn't recommend trying to change your pull angle. All I would tell you to do is maybe offset it just left of center. If you're coming in right side, maybe you just offset just right of center, so you counteract your pull, but you're not trying to change your pull angle. You're pulling what's most comfortable for you and just making a minor tweak with the offset so that you can get it to come in center cup. P3 plus 15% at slider, 1% per ring for men. And just to make sure that if you're playing this one with a King Maker, Wind 3 ball, or even a Wind 5 ball, we have not tested Wind 3 or Wind 5. It may require some minor tweaks for the approach, maybe change the offset, maybe even change the elevation. If you're using a a Wind 5 ball, you might need to play it P3 plus 10 instead of P3 plus 15. And if you're playing it with a Kingmaker, you may need to, add 0.1 or 0.2 for winds over 8 mile an hour, right? That would be my assumption, but it's not tested. So if you're going to play with those balls, make sure you test it out. Other than that, good opportunity. Wish you the best of luck. Hope you get the drop. We'll catch you on the next one.